Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Let's do it. Let's go live. I felt like we were coming live for like the 10 o'clock news. We've got 2 minutes to go. Okay. Let's have a coffee together. I'm not going to stay on for long this evening. And it's a notification. Oh, one's just gone out. Notification. Oh, that coffee's hot. Anyway, let's have a little time. I need a little time to think things over. I actually felt like I wanted to play with postcards from Ladybird. Let's have a look at some of these cards I don't really use that much. Oh, we've got the Kawaii Tarot. That could be interesting. I think I've only used these once on the channel a long time ago. Let's give them a dust down. The Kawaii Tarot. Should we have a look at these? The book in here, even though the cards are so kind of kiddified, the book is very detailed. So we can have a look at this. It says, check out your future kawaii style with the cutest tarot deck ever. Inside, you'll find 78 adorably illustrated cards and an accessible guidebook to help you interpret your readings. Add this deck to your collection or use it to get started with card divination. I got this tarot deck for Emily. But they look a bit bent. Indented. They're indented. With cuteness. Indented with cuteness. So we're going to use these apparently. I don't know if they're up the right way. Haven't got a clue. Come on, come out to play. I keep biting my lips this evening. I had to cut all my fingernails this morning. Hi T-Rose, how are you doing, sweetie? Because I felt like someone was going to nibble them off if I didn't. They were trying to have a good go. So the fingernails have been cut. Put a stop to that one. I've been biting my lips a lot. We love that little book. Thank you very much. And we've got the postcards from Ladybird, which are just postcards. Look at this. We're in class 1B. Are we? 1B. Would you like to talk about the birds and the bees? The butterflies. We could talk about transformation. Right, okay, let's split these in half. We'll put that down. I'm just on live at the moment. Do you need me to do anything? Yeah? Because I can. Okay. I didn't tell anyone I was going live. Emily still hasn't come to retrieve her dinner. You don't come running down the stairs. No, I'd rather you do that. Come running down the stairs and like creeping. I'm a secret lemonade drinker. So where are you off to? The fridge. Watch your footing out there. Okay. The pathways are a little. Woo! Fresh snow? We know what we're doing tomorrow, don't you?
Oh man.
We're adding to our little collection. Oh. We was all out there today building. Well, it didn't even turn out to be a snowman. It looks like an angel, a snow angel, and her face is like turned, as if she's kind of looking towards the side of the house. It looked like she was holding a heart. So we've done some sculpting today with that, but we're hoping that the fresh snow's laid every day so we can add to the collection of angels. But yeah, that was fun. And I've had a few snowball fights as well with each of them today. Me and Emily had a big snowball fight. She was like throwing these great big like heads, they look like snowball heads, and I was just like punching them. It was fun. And then Jamie came out. So he wasn't actually coming out to play. He was going to the shop. And he poked his head out and I started bombarding him with snowballs. And then he had to come out. And then soon Megan was up. And as soon as she came out, me and Jamie had snowballs prepared to Oh, get her with it was fun. And it was snow while we was out there, and it was just it's beautiful. It's been a beautiful day. We've played today. Uh, you're good. Excuse me. Had an intense morning with a DM. Did some exercises. The restroom folded, cleaned that up, and had an amazing bath. Now throwing cards, and you came on. Perfect timing. It is perfect timing. And I'm playing with some cards as well. But why not? It's okay, so I've cut this deck in half. Well, I'm not sure if like there's 50 in this side, but hey, let's have a look and see what the message is. We have a printing processes. That's interesting because I was just working on some business stuff and I was looking at branded clothing. Printing processes. Yes, I was having a look. Right, how it works. How does the printing process work? With printing processes. Okay, looks like there's is that a big photocopier? I don't know what all these gadgets and contraptions are. Looks all a bit too technical for me. So this is like, it reminds me of like photocopying, printing. Oh, what flooded? The restroom flooded. What is it with like, I don't know, the pipe work? So I've given up with, I got one toilet like repaired and then the other one decides that it's going to start messing around. So I'm not sure what that is all about, the waterworks. We need a plumber. We need a plumber. Well, this person needs a printer. Okay. How it works, printing processes. Okay, let's have a look and see what we're talking about because we're going to be talking about something because there's always something to talk about. I want to know what that contraption is he's holding in his hand here. What does this say? I don't know what that is. Let's have a look at these cards. Oh, they are up the right way. Well, that's a good start. Ooh. Oh, that one's not. Okay. Now I have to work out what these are. The Queen of Wands. Well, she looks happy. Yesterday I done my hair like that and then I took it out. I'm not joking you. I was playing around yesterday. I can't go on camera like that. It was just one of those hair days. Printing process. And we're smiling as the Queen of Wands. And then we have the 5 of candy canes. I reckon they're going to be wands. I think these are wands. The 5 of wands. And then we've got the Ace of lollipops in reverse. When I watched back yesterday, I watched back my live and you can actually hear the pop in my mouth when I say, if you rewind just a little bit, you actually hear the pop that pops in my mouth. Okay, pop, lollipop. We got a lollipop, but it's in that circular kind of wheel that we've been seeing. Somebody's stomping at the door. He's grounding. It's all right. Hi, Jess. How are you doing? I can hear you stomping. It was your grounding.
I was skidding the way home.
When I come back earlier, there was 2 guys that were walking down the path, like middle-aged guys, and they were just skidding.
I just did.
Everyone's having fun today.
I'm just skidding.
Jess, at the moment, I am doing a hints and tips reading, and I have been asked to do one. It's been paid for specifically for you, and we obviously knew that you would be coming on because I was going to have a look for your email and just actually do it and send it over. So tomorrow, I'm going to be doing you a reading on hints and tips on how to get through the now, if you would like to accept, because for you, yes, Jess. from the lovely Sherry. I should tell you who it's from. I don't know if I was allowed to tell you. Oh, well, I will. And yes, she donated some money to the channel yesterday, and she put in a little extra, and she said, if Jess comes on, would you please be able to do the later special for Jess? I've included the money. And here you are. Okay. So really, oh my goodness, you have no idea how much I could use that. Thank you. Sherry obviously knew that you could use it. You're both amazing. Okay, so I'll get that done for you tomorrow, sweetie. Perfect timing. That's crazy. And I'm humbled. Thank you so much. I don't know if Sherry will be on, but I will most definitely let her know that I've chatted with you personally, because she said, when you see Jess, or when I see you, when will I see you again? When will we share these precious moments? She said, Jess is next on, I've included some money because I'd like to pay for her to have this reading. And I said, okay. I said, I'll put it aside. I said, but I think I've got Jess's email, and otherwise I'm going to do it and send it to you. Okay. Perfect timing. Right, let's crack on with what I've got on my lap. So hopefully that's divinely timed. Absolutely beautiful. You guys are all very beautiful souls. Oh my, seriously, what awesome timing. Yes, thank you. Okay, see? Yeah, I say I'll see you too. Right. Hi, Celestina. I love how you always have a song in your head, heart. Seriously, it's like a musical. I didn't actually realise. I didn't realise I actually sang so much. I'm just going to tell you the truth. I didn't realise that I did sing so much until it was actually my divine masculine that pointed that out one morning. I woke up one morning and I wasn't in song, and he kind of said, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, why? He's like, well, you're not kind of like singing. So I didn't realise I sang so much until like I'd done the channel. So I think, I don't know, no one really pointed it out to me. My husband didn't, and he knew I like music and I like songs, but yeah, I think I've been channeling all my life. Okay. So yeah, it's awesome though, isn't it? It's awesome. Living a musical. Jess, absolutely. I am not very good at checking my email, so it may have been a while till I saw it. There you go then. Perfect. Right, let me read these printing processes. That's what we're looking at. I'm looking at you. Okay. It does kind of take me to the eyes of the Mona Lisa, but it's not. Queen of Wands. Let's read this. And then we've got some lollipops, well, some candy canes and one lollipop in reverse. Queen of Wands. Let's see how this book is laid out. It does have reverse meanings. Pentacles. Oh, I dropped my book in reverse. Here we are, lollipops. The Ace of Wands, not yet. So we've got the Queen. Oh, they're all wands. I've just realised we've got all wands on the table. That's about our passion. Okay. And they're all lollipops or candy canes. Right, we have the Queen of Wands first. Here she is. She is, well, it doesn't say she is. This is what I said. She is cheerfulness, energy, and entrepreneurialism. Listen, she's cheerful, she's energetic, and she's an entrepreneur. The Queen of Wands. So why do we need info about printing processes? Because the Queen of Wands is an entrepreneur. The Queen of Wands represents an older person or energy in your life usually leaning towards an internalized, focused, and self-actualized presence. She is an intriguing character. The Queen of Wands lights up any room she steps into and may have a strong, independent streak. The Queen of Wands loves nature, family, and animals. She is also very ambitious and confident in career aspects. She has a quiet but sure pride in herself and the certainty that she can get anything she wants done. Sounds very divine feminine-ness. The Queen of Wands appears in a reading when it would be best for you to channel this Queen's radiant energy. The Queen of Wands asks that you be bold and courageous in the things you take on. You may be feeling very optimistic and full of great ideas. Your passion will be understood immediately by anyone who feels your presence. Shake off the bad thoughts and put yourself out there. Oh, that's so for the divine feminine. Shake off those bad thoughts. Shake it off. Shake it off. Moon Cookie, good evening, darling. Been in prayer warrior mode, have you? I hope that says prayer warrior. And not the other. Just left the chapel. We're going to pray this energy, right? Right. You're sure, right, kid, on that? I don't know why I'll be saying that to you. You're sure, right, kid? Okay. Ooh, I have this vibration, seriously, like going through my body. It's, right. Amen to that. We are the divine feminine. Come on, guys. Right. Per astrology, February 12th is to be one of the most romantic days of the year. Little reminders. I'm going to carry on with the Five of Wands. Warrior. I knew you meant warrior. We're not warriors, are we? No, it just stated here. The Queen of Wands appears in a reading when it would be best for you to channel this Queen's radiant energy. The Queen of Wands asks that you be bold and courageous in the things you take on. You may be feeling very optimistic and full of great ideas. Your passion will be understood immediately by anyone who feels your presence. Shake off the bad thoughts and put yourself out there. Right, let's have a look at the Five of Wands. Because the Five of Wands, guys, is about conflict, isn't it? Petty fighting. Tension, competition, new business. New business? Oh, it's exciting, guys, stepping into mission. Kind of like feeling your way around. And it's all at your fingertips to learn. It's like you don't really need to go and seek outside of yourself for help. You can like train yourself in all areas. You'll be very surprised at what you are capable of doing when you put your mind into it. So, tension, competition, new business. The Five of Wands as a card from the Suit of Wands is tied to your self-development and perhaps ventures. Oh, that's interesting. See, I kind of, I become self-employed back 10 years ago now. And that was the biggest thing, getting into network marketing, because you had to do it all. You had to find your own customers. You had to sell your own products. I mean, they had the products. That's the thing with network marketing. There is a product. You just have to, you cut out all the middlemen. So that's really how the compensation plan works. So you have to do it all, your own accounting, your own advertising. I absolutely love it. And I've just I'm delving back into that now, which is great, putting together presentations, slideshows, holding appointments, making telephone calls. And then there's mentoring and having a team. Anyway, so where are we going with this? Oh, because I actually called like my business back then was venture marketing. So, and it says this card represents a time when it feels like everything Oh no, why would you say that? Is everything working against you? I don't think so, but the Five of Wands as a card from the Suit of Wands is tied to your self development and perhaps business ventures. This card represents a time when it feels like everything in your environment is working against you. In the case of business, you are getting your first taste of competition. This could represent a new phase of your life when you may feel unstable, and it could be a blow to your pride. But keep in mind that your competitors may be more playful than serious. This is your first time facing competition like them, but still, be bold and don't retreat. The suit and number together remind you to keep it more about your passion and drive about challenging your competitors. There's no point even worrying about competitors because they're not you, are they? You could steal all my ideas, guys, and I wouldn't give a shit. It's like you can try and be better than me or what, it doesn't matter to me because you can never be me. So you just have to focus on you because you are the product and it's your passion. So that's why you have to have a passion for purpose because no one can ever take it away from you. Okay. And you'll be unstoppable. So don't worry about competition. I used to have this in network marketing as well. We used to call it, what did we call it? It wasn't a great name, so obviously I can't remember it now. It was when you should work on your own doorstep. Okay. They say to you, well, why would you work outside your neighborhood? It's the same with the energy. I mean, the first thing you want to do is make sure that you're creating a nice environment for yourself to live in, isn't it? You focus on that first, and then it's the wider world. But it's all about your environment. So when I used to work with people, and I'm like, well, where do I find my customers? It's like, well, on your doorstep. And they'll be like, so they might start doing that, or they'll say, oh no, somebody else already does that here. And so they won't bother. But you don't know someone else's tenacity levels. Most people are not very consistent, guys. And they're gone as quick as that. So I normally say to them, listen, don't you worry about them. You just worry about what you're doing. Don't you worry about what other people are doing. And if someone's fearful that you're in their territory, well, that's their fear, isn't it? They need to focus on their own business and look at what they're doing that might cause that fear, that they need to step up a bit. It's about going the extra mile. Okay, so I just rambled on a bit there. Let's carry on. So this is your first time facing competition like them. There's a great book that you can read, and it's called Overcoming Rejection Will Make You Rich. Yeah. So this is your first time facing competition like them, but still be bold and don't retreat. The suit and number together remind you to keep it more about your passion and drive than about challenging your competitors. The Five of Wands can suggest conflict and discussion that might be beneficial. This card is a reminder that conflict is unavoidable, and sometimes the best you can do is create a positive environment for challenging ideas and problem solving. Okay. Don't get frightened away. I'm going to put it there with that printing process if you like to. That is Toothless. It is Fairy. Hi, Gal Gal. Okay. I want to sing good, 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 good vibrations. I think that's because, Fairy, I think your love heart is one of those that's reverberating out. It looks very pink from here, your love heart. It caught my eye. And I think it's one of those hearts that's reverberating. T-Rose, the Grand Aquarius stellium, the age of Aquarius. This is not my area. This is when I'll get a bit lost when it comes to like astrology. Although I say that, do you know what's sitting next to me? By chance? Astrology. Me bookmarks. It says using the wisdom of the stars in your everyday life. Anyway, I wasn't planning, although it's next door to me. So Oh, you love me, Lucy. Thank you. It sounds like it's the I Love Lucy show. Okay. Jess, I definitely need to be hustling more. Just haven't been feeling it lately. Sales are picking up, thankfully. Good. I said that they would. It's all about your expectation. The sale has to be done before you even like try and make the sale. It just needs to be done. Sending squishy hugs. Oh, I like squishy hugs. They're my favourite. Like if is this wrong to be able to choose a daughter like who you prefer hugs with? Emily, every time. She's just so squidgy. Me and Maggie, we don't really hug. It's not really her thing. Although, I mean, it's not she dislikes it, but she's like skinny. She's all bone. And her hands, like she's got really skinny, long fingers. And I have Emily, and I like to call her chunky. She doesn't like that well. I don't know how to say it in a way that I'm not like, I like it. So I don't know how to say, come here, because I just want to squeeze her. And we were sitting here on the sofa the other day and I was holding her hand and I was like, oh, your fingers are so chunky. Like they're just so squidgy. Comforting. It's cushioning. Listen, that's their insecurity, okay? So I don't go changing that. Oh, some people like it. That's the issue. They don't like themselves as they are. So anyway, let's have a look. What I'm putting here. I definitely need to be hustling more. Just haven't been feeling it lately. Sounds okay. We've done that bit. Then we got to the squishy hugs. Thank you, Fairy. I appreciate those squidgy hugs. They're my favourite. Gal, funny you should say. Shake it off. I happen to be wearing a shirt that says exactly that. It's all meant to coincide. No coincidences here. So, yes, it's Toothless on the sofa. I actually watched it the other day. How to Train a Dragon. I liked it. I noticed they've got like this little mini series like on Netflix. That's right. Lucy, you're not going to watch about like dragon bases or something like that. I think it is. It's like, no, I'm not. Internal, external, micro, macro. Yep, we learn every day, all in alignment. I felt like we was all getting in line for class. We learn every day. We most definitely do. That's a huge 2K year transition plus a retrograde. No wonder we're all batshit crazy. Is that what you're going to put? Right, I want to have a look at this Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Now, what does the Ace of Pentacles normally stand for? The divine, the universe, offering you a lollipop. We call my daughter Squishy, do you? Okay. Ace of Wands in reverse. Delay, setback, and impatience. If you receive the Ace of Wands reversed in a reading, know that the sharp, positive energy of the upright Ace of Wands is still there. But we don't know what that is, but it is somehow being blocked. Right, let's read the Ace of Wands upright, because this energy is here, but you're blocking it, or somehow it's being blocked. So the actual energy of it is productivity, new energy, and enthusiasm. The Ace of Wands is a great sign that you have discovered something new that has raised your energy. It could be a new business venture, personal philosophy, cause, career choice, religion, or anything that has reanimated your zest for life. The Ace card signifies beginnings, so get ready to go on a trek. With the Ace of Wands confirming this new path is worth pursuing. It is imperative to begin doing just that sooner rather than later. Very big call here for the Divine Feminine. And when I'm like saying photocopy, I feel like you are a leader. You're a role model. You're out there to shine. And it's time to step into the light, not be held back. Gonna have that passion for purpose, that thing that you'll get up in the morning and just do. I'm totally addicted to doing. I've been doing this for 3 years. I believe it is in March, April time. I started the Channel of Love, and then I kind of went off onto another channel, and then I've been here for like 2 years now on the Channel of Love, and it's just like getting up and brushing my teeth. It's a pleasure. It was a pleasure to brush your teeth in the morning, but It's like, it's part of my routine. I love it. And it doesn't matter how much it pays me or any of that. It's just what I feel called to do. And there's not really anything that can kind of shake me off of this or make me question whether or not I should be doing it. It's like I've been doing it too consistently now. Um, I was going to say to you, could you imagine if I went? It was like, why would that be necessary for me to stop doing what I do when I love and I know that I do it so well? I absolutely love doing what I do. So, and if I wasn't here, I'd just be off doing it anyway. That's what I worked out. I was already doing it. So it was time to get serious and just kind of do it without questioning, should this be what I do? No, this is what you do, Lucy. Okay, so let's carry on. With the Ace of Wands confirming this new path is worth pursuing, it is imperative to begin doing just that sooner rather than later. The Ace of Wands cautions you against delaying or waiting for everything to be perfect. The time to act is now. No matter how rudimentary its beginnings, this journey has the potential for greatness. Don't hesitate. If you receive the Ace of Wands in a reading, the iron fist, that's all I could kind of feel with that word iron. Okay. Oh, well, I'll tell you something that interesting that happened to me last night in meditation. Hold on. If you receive the Ace of Wands in a reading, the iron is hot and it is time to strike. Your energy is at its peak. Your instincts are correct. And all that is needed is action to propel you into something meaningful. So last night when I was in meditation, I was cleaning through my body. And this is what I visualized. And I don't even kind of know. All I know is that nothing toxic can kind of remain within my vessel. So I don't question too much about whether what I'm saying is, listen, I'm just telling you what I done and how it affected me. So I imagine that the light was pushing all the way through, but it was yellow lights, white lights, pushing down. But as it pushed through my body, my whole body went black. And I thought, that's interesting because I'm not filling it up with light. I'm actually filling it up with black. And I thought, what's this about? So I pushed it all the way down and like my vessel was just like a shadow, all the way black. And I grounded that into the floor. Now, instead of coming up back through the feet, they said to me, don't you bring that back up. Yeah, I kind of went outside the body and I come back down again. Now, this time when I come back down and I pushed it like a plunger, it filled me up with mercury. That's all I can say. And I'm like, why are you putting mercury in my body? Isn't that dangerous? Because it took me to like a thermometer to take your temperature, the old-fashioned ones, where the mercury would rise. But my mother used to say to me, don't you bite down on that. That's like mercury's poisonous. So that's probably where that program come from. But it was mercury, and I'm thinking, okay, well, mercury. And I'm thinking, well, the mercury rises, okay, as the temperature rises. So I felt this strength. And then I felt that it was silver, liquid silver, but it was like a coat of armor. And I was like, whoa, I'm a knightess in shining armor. That's what I was, a knightess in shining armor. And it felt like I just had all this protective shield put over me. I got my armor on. It's like, but it's there permanently. So I'm like, I can't be a knight in shining armor. They're like, no, you're a knightess in shining armor. Okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah. Listen, you don't have to sleep with me. Don't worry about it. I want to read the Ace of Wands in reverse, so I've turned the book upside down. Listen, am I losing the plot or are you staying with me? Okay, I'm not going to read about anything to do with squishy at the moment. I'll come back and have a look. Let's read this. I'll just reread this last paragraph here. If you receive the Ace of Wands in a reading, the iron is hot and it's time to strike. Your energy is at its peak, your instincts are correct, and all that is needed is action to propel you into something meaningful. Right, now let's read the reverse meaning. Delay, setback, and impatience. If you receive the Ace of Wands reversed in a reading, know that the sharp, positive energy of the upright Ace of Wands is still there, but it is somehow being blocked. The Ace of Wands reversed can signify a setback in career or personal development. The delay may be temporary, but it may also be for a while. It's important not to get discouraged. Maybe you feel the drive behind the Ace of Wands and want to rush into action, but it may be wiser to slow down. Avoid falling into a pit of despair about this weight and put your focus into strategic ventures. I'm feeling a bit of a yin-yang energy here. Maybe one side is propelling more than the other, and there's a bit of a jealousy, like you're in competition with each other. The divine masculine, divine feminine. Divine feminine, you're happy. This is your side. Okay. Could be causing a little bit of an issue with the divine masculine's ego. It gets over it. We all have to get over our ego, otherwise. But our ego is what propels us. You don't want to eliminate your ego. Your ego is what tells you you are fucking fantastic and you can do it. If you've thought about something, then you're capable of doing it. Otherwise, you wouldn't have even thought it up. A quote from Napoleon Hill: whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Listen, if you can think it up, it's done. It's already energetically done, the manifestation. It's just whether or not you hold on to that belief and follow through. Okay. And see how you handle it when the going gets tough. What happens when the going gets tough? The tough get going. When the going gets tough, the tough get going, yeah. Take some advice from Billy Ocean. Right. Let's go and have a look at the other side. I've got some other cards here. So that was that side. That was interesting, wasn't it? Let me just have a read of your comments. Why we learn every day, all in alignment. I read about the 2. That's a huge 2K year transition. Moon Cookie, we call her daughter Squishy. Gal Gal, a hug that feels like it surrounds you and doesn't ever leave. Love those heart hugs. T Rose, I love my Squishy. He does too. We all have our wish. It was this and that, though. Thank you all for helping me with embracing my chunky and sometimes. T Rose, I spoke to you the other morning. You just got up. You're the most beautiful thing I'd seen that day. And I said to you, it's like, seriously, it comes from within, guys. It comes from within. Feels good to be free. Okay, let's have a look at this side. How long have we been on for? 38 minutes and 20 seconds. We've got the flicker dick. Man, this is the guy's masturbating. I just saw something that come up, actually. I thought it was quite interesting on my YouTube. It was just under my home. Let's just see if it's there. And let's see if it's still there. It's not by someone I'm subscribed to. The home just chucks up stuff, doesn't it? It's not under your subscriptions. But there was this guy that was... It was like basically along the lines of what I was discussing yesterday about the sexual energy. It's like, don't waste that energy. Oh. So it was about masturbating and not using that energy that way. I don't know. I don't know. Listen, if it comes up, I might share it on the community tab. I didn't even click on it to listen to it. I was just like, okay, talking about that yesterday. It's like, how many times have I told you about wasting that energy? So, I don't know what that was that someone just dropped. We have the flicker dick. There's a toad or a frog, a toad and a hare. There was once a toad and there was once a hare. He's got like, I feel like that's a fool with another, like this one, look, the hare. He's got like the backpack like the fool has. And he's giving the toad this stick. He's like, right, you got your stuff? So I haven't got any stuff. It's okay. You ready? Go take that leap of faith. Got some nice funky red socks on though, Mr. Toad. Okay. Right, what am I meant to make of this? Let's pull some kawaii cards. Should we put the cards for the Divine Feminines back in? No. The Flicker Dick. Looking at the time of sexual magic now. Hanged Man. What's that sign mean? It's like, call me. I'm an angel. Call me. Hanged Man. You're safe. Call the angel. Is that what it's saying? Flick a dick. Call the angel. It's like you need help, son. Oh, they're getting excited, the cards. Okay, this one. Queen of Swords in reverse and Seven of Swords upright. Let's have a look at this story then. We haven't looked at the bottom of the deck. Some coffee. I'm looking over there on top of the radiators, the gloves, because we've been out in the snow. And there's one against the wall. And there's a mirror above it, reflection. Okay. Right. Flick a dick. There's encouragement here. Look. Come on. Take that leap of faith. Let's go fly with the angels. Let's have a look at this. Where's the book? It's there. Card number 12. Gal was saddened the other day hearing hurtful words, so I started singing Stop in the Name of Love Before You Break My Heart, Think It Over. And that was in the grocery store. Saw a lot. That's awesome. You saw a lot of smiles. You can change the vibration wherever you are. You just have to focus and put your intention on it. So stop in the name of love. I remember being in a coach. I was in a coach, a train. A train. They call coaches. They are, aren't they, on the train. And I was travelling back from London and I was in this carriage that was, it's a carriage, coach, whatever. I was in this carriage that had a couple of families that I think had met on holiday and so they were like going home, but they were on the same train and by chance or whatever, I don't know. But because I'm a little bit nosy, well, you can hear because they were loud. They were loud and they were shouting and it was really quite boisterous. And I just thought, oh my, okay, so I thought I changed the energy. I don't want them to stop having fun and it was just loud, that was all. I thought, well, I might as well just join in. So I put my headphones on and found the most upbeat music that I could find. And I'm just sitting there like this, bopping away. And then their energy changed and it started to actually lighten up. There was a lady who was sitting opposite, legs kind of in the aisle over there. And I saw her legs started going like this. She couldn't even hear my music. But it was and then I was sitting there thinking, someone's going to start singing in a minute, go into song. And one of the passengers did. It made the journey more enjoyable, put it that way. Okay. Right. Can we get on? I love it. Play with the energy. My favourite's when there's crying children around. I like to be able to, it's like they can sense that I'm looking at them. So I get their attention that way. They always stop crying. But my kids started, like when we was travelling quite a bit and we was on a plane and there'd be like a baby on the plane, like down the plane who was crying. And they like look at me and go, Mum, go sort that baby out. And it's like, I can't just, so I have to go up as if like I'm going to the toilet just so I could walk past this baby, just so that we could all have a very peaceful flight. Okay. It's fun. Listen, it's one of your abilities. Okay. To change the setting. Right, let's have a look at the limbo. The Hanged Man. Let's find out what this means. Remember, it's going with the flicker dick. The Hanged Man represents chunky fingers, squishy fingers. The Hanged Man represents an important shift in perspective and consciousness. It may appear when the querent is feeling vulnerable. It's a positive sign that you should step into the unknown and let it change you. So it feels very, oh, this is so interesting. I love it how it comes in. So, sorry, the keywords were limbo, vision, perspective. Where are we going with this? I feel like this is the divine masculine's energy. Let's say that. It says here, but have a look, because I spoke about it looking like the Fool. You do see what I mean, don't you? See that little white backpack he's got there? It's his emergency pack. Don't know why on earth you would need an emergency pack. It's like an expectation that something's going to go wrong. We must pack that in, okay? You don't need no insurance. Against what? Well, just think, no, it's not happening. Unless you create it and you think that it's going to. Listen, okay. So just take note that I mentioned the Fool. And the hair's going to the fog toad. Here. See this stick? Hit me with your rhythm stick. Because it says here, the Fool walks away from justice, thinking of the karmic balance of the universe. She sits by a tree and ponders. Soon she becomes overcome by thoughts, and in an effort to clear her mind, she climbs the tree. Right, hold on. What bloody card are we reading here? The Hangman. All this from this? I think I might be better to hold this up. I mean, there's actually a tree in here. Right, we're going from the start all the way through. No interruptions from me. Okay, all over to you. Let's do it. The Hangman represents an important shift in perspective and consciousness. It may appear when the querent is feeling vulnerable. It's a positive sign that you should step into the unknown and let it change you. The Fool walks away from justice, thinking of the karmic balance of the universe. So if the Fool walks away from justice, that's when we surrender. We don't need to right any wrongs. None of it's wrong. It's all in alignment. If you are. Okay, you don't have to get involved with justice. Karma does that. Okay, you're best not to, otherwise you'll just receive back your own karmic. Who are you? Who are we? Who are you? Who are we? Who am I to try and bring justice upon anybody, to say what's right or wrong? So the Fool walks away from justice, thinking of the karmic balance of the universe. The universe knows what it's doing. Do you want to go through the laws of the universe tonight? I've got my book with me. It's by that astrology book. And we can go through the laws of the universe so that you can hear them and understand. Okay, then. Well, I'm not going to explain them. I'm going to read them to you, what the laws of the universe are. There isn't a description of them as of yet. But I have wrote down for myself what the laws of the universe are so that I can refer to them and try not to forget and remind myself when I need to that you don't need to get involved. Okay, so the Fool walks away from justice, thinking of the karmic balance of the universe. She sits by a tree and ponders. I reckon that's that tree of wisdom. That's come up today for the Divine Feminine, the wisdom card. She sits by a tree and ponders. Soon she becomes overcome by thoughts, and in an effort to clear her mind, she climbs the tree. Before she can realise what she is doing, she is hanging upside down on a tree by her legs. In this temporary and reverse state, she asks herself, what lasts? While trying to answer the question of what to grasp, she finds a small window between the spiritual and material, and the Fool reaches enlightenment. That little test. We all go through them. A little test. So let's just state again what she asked herself. What lasts? While trying to answer the question of what to grasp, she finds a small window between the spiritual and material, and the Fool reaches enlightenment. So she's asking what lasts. The thing that will last is your passion. That's what will remain. And while you're trying to answer the question of what to grasp or what is my passion, she finds a small window between the spiritual material, and the Fool reaches enlightenment. This card can represent a feeling of finding peace in being able not to take the events of the world too seriously. If you get this card in a reading, suspend your sense of time to try out different perspectives. Okay. Queen of Swords in reverse. I read that comment now. Oh, yeah, later. I'll read you the universe laws. Okay. Well, I can do it now. It won't take long. I can give you the 17 principles of personal achievement as well, if you like. 7 negative emotions, 7 positive emotions. Oh, it's not there. It's not that part of the book. Front. How about this one? I will unapologetically be a success. That's starting your notebook off like that. I will unapologetically be a success. Here we are, the 12 spiritual laws of the universe. Number 1, the law of divine oneness. Number 2, law of vibration. Number 3, law of correspondence. Number 4, law of attraction. Number 5, law of inspired action. Number 6, law of perpetual transmutation of energy. Number 7, the law of cause and effect. Number 8, the law of compensation. Number 9, the law of relativity. Number 10, law of polarity. Number 11, law of rhythm. And number 12, law of gender. There you go. I can tell you the other stuff as well. It's good to know. Once I've told you, it's in there. You just need to recall it. Okay. You only need to hear it once. Maybe 7 times for you to remember that you heard it, but it's in there. The 17 Principles of Personal Achievement by Napoleon Hill. Number 1, definiteness of purpose. Tops the list. Number 2, mastermind alliance. Like-minded people all working towards the same achievement in harmony. Number 3, this one's big, applied faith. Number 4, going the extra mile. Do you go the extra mile, guys? Number 5, a pleasing personality. Number 6, personal initiative. Number 7, positive mental attitude. Number 8, enthusiasm. Number 9, self-discipline. Number 10, accurate thinking. Number 11, controlled attention. Number 12, teamwork. 13, adversity and defeat. 14, creative vision. 15, health. 16, budgeting time and money. 17, habits. Did you guys think you were like ready? Napoleon Hill is the man. Shall we see what he says the 7 negative emotions are? Jealousy, anger, greed, fear, hatred, revenge, superstition. The 7 positive emotions: desire, faith, love, sex, enthusiasm, romance, hope. What side do you live on? Jealousy, anger, greed, fear, hatred, revenge, superstition? Or desire, faith, love, sex, enthusiasm, romance and hope? I know where I reside. I've just got to take care of me. So, guys, you need to take care of you. Right. Queen of Swords in reverse. Is that that's the Queen of Truth? Is that when you tell me to shut your mouth, Lucy? Enough. It's too much. Yeah, it's not. Okay. Let's read the Queen of Swords reversed. What was it you said? T-Rose, every day is a learning day. It's a lot, isn't there? Over an analysis. Couldn't say that word then. Over analysis, cold-heartedness, irritability. I'm going. 55:45 the clock is. Let's have a look. The Queen of Swords reversed could indicate you were trying too hard to problem solve in relationships, squinting at people. I do apologise. Listen, I've been studying this stuff for years, okay? So I have to work on my patience, maybe my tact a bit. I have to remember that just because I find it easy to comprehend, it's lifelong work. I would love to take all of you to the ice cream shop in my little town, sit by the river, enjoy my favourite ice cream, Heavenly Hash. Awesome. It's a date, Gal Gal. Ah, I would love to take all of you. It's done. I know you put I'd like that. I would love that very much, Gal Gal, to come to your little town and sit by the river and enjoy your Heavenly Hash ice cream. It sounds delicious. It sounds divine. Thank you. I'm going to take that as an invitation. Okay. The Queen of Swords. I come out of this with one friend. Guys, seriously, you guys that stick with me every day, you're going through an accelerated ascension. You seriously every day, you have at least like 2-3 things to kind of, if not more, to get your head around. You can handle it. You can. Okay. So the Queen of Swords reverse could indicate you were trying too hard to problem solve in relationships, squinting at people like they are puzzles you need to figure out rather than bringing them in closer. In the most extreme cases, the Queen of Swords reverse can show that you are coming across as bitter and cold, empty of compassion. Let your guard down a bit so people can get to know you. On the flip side, because reverse cards simply indicate an imbalance, the Queen of Swords reverse can be a sign that you have been thinking too much with your heart and not enough with your head. You need to be objective and tie your actions back to your goals whenever possible. And I feel there is a flip here with the masculines. It's kind of like saying, I feel like the feminine's sitting in the masculine's energy. So this could be the divine masculine looking at whether or not he has like a pleasing personality, or is he still on the side of anger and resentment? And was resentment in that list? I don't know. We don't need to go over it. Moon Cuckoo would love to go as well, Gal Gal. Moon Cuckoo, we're going. I don't know where Gal Gal lives, but we don't have to worry about that. Okay, she'll let us know on the day. Hi, Lily. Would you, you're exploring. Would you like to come over? Okay. Gonna say hi to the guys. Do you want the blanket on, or are you okay on my trousers? It's up to you. Do you like the blanket? Maybe you don't. Right. I believe I read all that I wanted to read from that. It can all be a bit too much, can't it? It's great medicine, but it can be maddening when you're not in the mood for it. When does it stop? It doesn't. You're just going to carry on evolving. It gets easier though, like really so much easier. Okay. Let's look at the Seven of Swords, which I normally call the sneaky seven. Pentacles, swords. Here they are. Seven of Swords, theft, hiding, deception, masculine side, flicking with their dicks. The flicker dick. The Seven of Swords is a card of deceit and betrayal. This is not in an abstract sense, but rather unusually signifies a single source of frustration. Feeling like a sexual frustration coming on, Divine Masculine. Oh, it's coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. It's down. It's dare time. Okay, the Seven of Swords is, oh no, I've missed a bit again. Let's go back. The Seven of Swords is a card of deceit and betrayal. This is not in an abstract sense, but rather usually signifies a single source of frustration. It can perhaps point to a person you are close to or forced to be in proximity with. Look, none of you are forced to be here. That's why I like my channel. It's like, you don't have to stay, do you, and watch. If I like what I'm doing, at least I've got my own space to do it, and others can choose to come and go. And they can choose to be here every day with me if they like. And if it's 2, 3, 4, 5 times a day, then they have the time and they want to spend that time with me. Happy days. If not, there's a freedom to choose. It's not a lot here. I'm not actually forcing myself and my teachings. Let's say that. I was going to say my knowledge onto others who just find it too much. Right then. Just get that off of my chest. This is my home. This is our home, isn't it, guys? The Seven of Swords is known as the theft card. No, it's known as the thief card. In a reading, the Seven of Swords warns you to be on your guard, especially against those who are trying to extract information from you. On the other hand, the Seven of Swords can represent your tendency to not do everything above board. When you do something you know, well, we got a bit blocked up then, total nasal passage was blocked up. Divine Masculine, are we touching on a touchy subject? When you do something you know you shouldn't have and try to hide it, something will go wrong. Taking the best path is not always easy, but going behind people's backs will have consequences you do not want. In some cases, the Seven of Swords represents a necessity to steal ideas. You may not be completely in the right by some definitions, but you may need to use a shrewd plan to circumvent ineffective bureaucracy. It's one of them words again. Beware though, although you may achieve your objectives, you may end up isolated. I don't know what's going on there. Okay, it's not my story, so that's all that matters to me. You're all that matters to me. We got the Four of, this is the dude with the tea towel on his head, okay? The Four of Pentacles in reverse. What's going on with the Divine Masculines, guys? Is there a jealousy here regarding Divine Feminine's natural state of abundance, success? Okay. Four of Pentacles reversed, boasting, greed, consumerism. Getting the reverse Four of Pentacles could be a sign that you have been very flashy with your money, spending more energy than necessary to impress other people. You may be turning people off because they can't get to know the real you. During this time, you could feel inadequate, as if your possessions define you, while you never seem to have enough. Your solution is not to seek more material comforts. Rather, it is learning to find value in things that don't cost money. And hopefully, Divine Feminines, we're at that point of joy, fun. Come on. You know, go out, build a snowman, find the pleasure in nature, you know, follow those creative pursuits, those urges that you have, not being afraid. One thing with like masculines as a collective, like well, I shouldn't say that as a collective. Although I probably could say that. even when I was married, like if I had a question or if I wasn't quite sure about something, before I even had a chance to figure it out, he would have gone and asked somebody. So rather than me trying to figure it out, he'd just be like, well, just ask. I'm like, but actually, I enjoy quite figuring it out. I don't always want to take the easy route. I was talking to someone about this the other day. Well, I shouldn't really do that gender thing. It's one of the laws of the universe. Don't do that gender thing. We're all one. But some people will pay people to do things, and that's the last resort for me, is to pay someone to do something for me. I would have had to have exhausted all the other options first. And that them options are normally, can I do it myself? So yes, sometimes we do need to, like when it comes to plumbing. Like I could give it a go, but yeah, I personally will put my hands up and say I don't really have the confidence to like mess around with plumbing. I reckon I could do it, but that's kind of like, no, I would call someone in to do that. But I haven't as of yet. There's vines onto it. It's all good. Only had the other one mended like last month. Anyway, so let's say if I'm painting the decking, this is a classic one. So I'll get down and I'll proper sand the decking and do it all by hand and actually paint it by hand. And I do remember like my mechanic coming around and he said, why are you not just like, you can get a proper brush for that and just do it. It's like a sponge, a mop. And I'm like, because I actually get pleasure, like by doing it myself. Same with like cleaning my own windows or cleaning my car. That's a classic one. The only time I really took my car to be cleaned, but actually my mechanic would do it for me, is because it was a sports car. Get someone else to clean it for me. But apart from that, I like to do these jobs myself. It's like, I don't really want that pleasure being taken away. And it's not about being stingy with money. It's just, no, I actually enjoy cleaning my own car. I have the satisfaction of stepping back and going, wow. Anyway, so the Four of Pentacles reversed can point to an inflexible lifestyle full of risks that is unsustainable in the long term. Recognize that while you may feel like you must be in control of your life, this inflexibility causes you to spend more on unnecessary luxuries. In reality, this circumstance leaves you with less control. There you go. I don't know what all that was about. So we're going to have our ice cream with Gal Gal. Yes, it would be so much fun, especially during the Streampunk Festival. Sounds good. Can we dress up? Okay, steampunk. Have I got to dress up as a punk? I mean, what's the deal here, Gal Gal? I like costumes. I can do costumes. Yeah, I could do character. Oh my goodness, the costumes are amazing. Right. And in which month would this be occurring, Gal Gal? And in like what country? Whereabouts? What state? I don't know what state. What state am I going to be in? I've been on for 1 hour and 8 minutes and 27 seconds. So let's get this wrapped up, guys. I keep looking up there for the clock. The clock's not there. It's 6 minutes past 11. Well, let's hope that this reading helped somebody out there. Spoken fluff. What's going on with the divine counterparts? Look. Got jam tarts in there, in the cupboards. Tomorrow's our 12 signs of the square table reading. It's like the board meeting tomorrow. The gingerbread boy. Run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man. Who's running? He's off. Everyone's chasing him. Okay. So I will get a card to finish with. That was different, wasn't it? You guys still there? You guys still there? What is this damaged card? Nothing's damaged. Carol. Fun. I love that board meeting. Me as well. I was thinking earlier, because obviously I've been to board meetings, it's like, I don't think I should do the board meeting live because then I'll get distracted by you guys. But it's like kind of like, I don't know, is it me that's taking the minutes to the reading? Or is it, I think it's you guys take the minutes. You're the one that's taking, like, paying attention as the meeting's like going on. Oh, it's a magician. What's going on with this card? Can you see what I mean? Look, it looks a bit, what's that? Remember. Okay, we'll read the magician. Oh, 6 cups. That's nice. Memories of love. I watch every minute. It's the things in between, is it? It's all the syncs and this. Oh, I love it. So much happens, like from me, but doing a recording to so like if and when I watch this back, if and when I'll watch this back because I like to look for the synchronizations. And normally stuff happens like when I do my reading in the morning. So then after I've done the reading, I've got to upload it, which takes its time. And then I sit with you guys and watch it on a premiere. But that's the first time that I'm listening to it back with you guys. And actually so much can happen like in between that time of just uploading. And then how all your comments, there's no way that things that sink in that come up with the comments. And I just find it really fascinating. So it'd be boring if we didn't have the chat on. So yeah, there's that. So board meeting tomorrow. Wonder what mood everybody's going to be in. I wonder who's chairing it tomorrow. Right, let's read this magician energy. It's interesting. I'm having fun. I find it fun. And if I find it fun, then I'm just going to do it, aren't I? So, fun. Fun, fun, fun. It stays for now, the board meeting. Look, that's our invisible council. That's like the mastermind alliance that Napoleon Hill was talking about. Excuse me. Repeating that dinner again. The magician is spark, concentration, and power. I just noticed it's the card on the front of the book. Okay, I could just hold up the book then, can't I? Yeah. Say I'm your number one, number one, number one. There you go. You're my number one. Spark, concentration, power. The magician is the spark of a new idea and the power to manifest a new vision. This card is the archetype of active achievement, going after what you want with great focus. It is about making higher use of your unbounded spiritual and emotional power. I got the power! Snap? Anyone? As the first teacher, the fool finds on her journey, the magician is the one who encourages the fool to develop her vision. I actually feel like it's the divine masculine who has encouraged you, divine feminine, to follow your vision, your visions, fulfill your mission. As the first teacher, the fool finds on her journey, and we know that our divine masculines were our catalysts into spiritual ascension. The magician is the one who encourages the fool to develop her vision. The magician, like any good teacher, is only here to show you the power and potential behind your own ideas. You see why you had to go alone? You had to go it alone. Armed with skill, logic, and intellect, the magician suggests that now is the time you have the creativity, tools, and resources to manifest something new to your life. Card 1, interesting. Wouldn't normally say that, would it? But it's picking up on what I picked up on this image. Card 1, oh, itchy nose. I went to the Fool. was going to read about the Fool then. Okay. Card 1 features a wand with a star. The star symbolises the infinite power to tap into universal energy and use it as a source of help. Now that you know the law, possible to do that, isn't it? So card 1 features a wand with a star. The star symbolises the infinite power to tap into universal energy and use it as a source of help. The wand, upright, acts as a lightning rod between the divine and the ground. Around the wand are other elements representing that the magician carries the elements to create all the suits and thus all of life. Getting the magician in a reading means that there is divine energy behind your idea. That magician being the divine masculine, and the Fool, it's been referred to too many times as a feminine, is you, divine feminine. So getting the magician in a reading means that there is divine energy behind your idea. This may be a sign to knuckle down and dedicate deep concentration to your tasks. Eliminate any distractions and focus on your goal. The magician is single-minded, committed and focus. Commitment and focus are essential for you to achieve. Wow. It's about us being single-minded, guys. It picked it up yesterday with Mary Magdalene and Jesus. Mary Magdalene followed her own path, and that's why she was so beloved to Jesus. Gal, best way I can subscribe it, retro, futuristic, with technology from Stream Operated Designs. Could you not have explained it in a different way than that? In August it is. And it's like walking back in time with a group of very unique people and energy. Yeah, I'll do some of that. Best way I can describe it, retro, futuristic with technology from Steam Operated Designs. Interesting. Okay. Holy cow, I've seen loads of stuff. Okay, I think that's Carol talking about synchronizations. Okay, should we have a look at our sacred spirit? Let's do that. And our sacred destiny, we can do that as well. And then we shall get off and get an early night tonight. I wonder if there's going to be snow in the morning. Seriously, during the night, I heard the wind because myself and Tia, the little baby, she was, we were laying there in bed listening to the wind, but I didn't realise it was like a blizzard that was coming in. Megan said to me, she said it was coming in about 2 a.m. I said, I heard the wind. I just thought it was a windy night. What a nice surprise. Okay. Right, let's have a look at the sacred destiny. Reading my mind, yes, no. There's the card. We have thriving. We are thriving, guys. Let's read the message. African savannah. In the African savannah lives the tree of life, the baobab tree. This is a prehistoric species that predates humans. It is over 200 million years old. It has adapted, survived, and thrived in a harsh environment where so many other species have gone extinct. The baobab can live up to 5,000 years and can reach almost 100 feet tall. It is a succulent, which means that in the rainy season, it absorbs and stores water in its enormous trunk. This water helps it produce a nutrient-dense fruit in the dry season, when the land is parched and arid. These remarkable plants provide shelter, food, and water for both animals and humans. It is one of the only plants in the world that doesn't drop its fruit where it would spoil. It stays on the branch where it dries out. When picked, the fruit has a 3-year shelf life. The sacred landscape wants you to know. If you draw this card, you are a survivor. You're not, let me just repeat this. So my lips have gone extremely dry. Okay. If you draw this card, you are a survivor. And not only do you survive, but you use situations that others might find challenging to thrive. You expand when others shrink. This may be the time to adapt to your circumstances rather than be overcome by them. You have a remarkable ability to step beyond any challenge. You are strong. Others may find shelter in your energy, and right now that's okay. Through giving to others, you are in turn nourished. This card may be urging you to step into the primordial, powerful, wild part of yourself. Doing this will increase your vitality and contribute to your overall well-being. That's a nice card. A thriving. Where others strive, you thrive. Where others, what was I going to say? I was trying to say shrink. You think. Okay. Where's my sacred destiny? It's not sacred destiny. We just done that. Where's my sacred destiny? Where is it? It's right in front of you. Gal, or we can simplify and do the festival of the witches walk on Halloween. Some of the most beautiful witches I've ever seen. Good ones. Can't we just do both? Gal. This is Halloween. This is Halloween. I like Halloween party. Do we get to go out trick-or-treating? Okay. We have, it's the toad. It is. Can't make this shit up, can you? No. Come here, Toadie. Let me give you a kiss. Okay, and dance the night away, yeah. We're gonna dance the night away. I could do a good boogie. Well, I boogie all the time, but it's a bit different than when you're like boogieing with others. Having a good boogie. Boogie get down. Okay. Your house for Halloween? Listen, I'm up for any suggestions. I'm cool. Okay. Interesting. I saw the frog, but then I felt like it was actually like a peacock. Feathers behind the frog, just quickly. Okay. 32. Shield your energy and look beneath the surface. I want to say look beneath the surface, and all that's shouting out is you're sexually frustrated. And you don't really know what to do with that energy. And I feel like I'm talking to the masculines, guys. Look beneath the surface and cleanse your space. The frog is a diverse amphibian. Living all over the world, the frog thrives in clean habitats. Hey, we're thriving. What did I say about cleaning up your area where you live, your environment? So the Divine Masculine is going to thrive in the Divine Feminine's energy. I was talking about tadpoles today. Anyway, let's not go there. Let's go back to this message. The frog is a diverse amphibian. Living all over the world, the frog thrives in clean habitats. It's Its life is a process of metamorphosis from egg to tadpole and then to adult frog. Frogs are often seen as the ultimate rainmaker, with the exotic and intrinsic sounds of their beautiful sacred song echoing through their native bushland. I've got to try and not laugh. Let me just get this message up and then let me go. Okay. This slippery creature cannot endure a toxic environment. I want to cover my mouth so I don't laugh. Give me a kiss. I'll kiss the frog. You got to kiss the girl. Anything to do with slippery, if it mentions the word moist, we might giggle. Do you think I can do it without the giggles? Put the frog down. Let's give it a go, Lucy. Okay, I might have to put the book up like this. Is that cool? So rude. Listen, no one will know. Right? They just think that I do this if they're joining right now. They're like, why has that lady got that book up over her face? Right. I can't do it. I can keep a straight face. Come on. You're working on it, Lucy. This slippery creature cannot endure a toxic environment. Don't focus on it. See, that's the thing. Even though you want to focus on the absence of it, you're still putting your focus on it. Right. This slippery creature cannot endure a toxic environment and requires unpolluted habitats to thrive. In order for you to succeed right now, you must clear and screen your surroundings. Closely connected to the moon cycles, the frog encourages you to release your emotions in a healthy way, washing away any negative physical or mental energies that restrict you from having a positive and peaceful life. Encouraging you to look deeper into a situation to find the truth of the matter, the frog will challenge you to release anything that is holding you back from from success, from sex. If we can add that. The frog will challenge you to release anything that is holding you back from success. You may be feeling swamped right now, swimming through murky water. That's like the sacrifice card that come up. When was that? Was that yesterday? I think it was. The sacrifice. She was in murky water. I said it was the same colour as the Divine Feminine's horse. You may need a long rest. Maybe. You may be feeling swamped right now, swimming through murky water, but just like the frog, you may need a long rest or to hibernate from others while you gather your senses and a fresh perspective. Right now, the gentle energy of the frog totem is requesting you to look deep beneath the surface. Not everything is what it appears. Influence from toxic environments is suffocating your natural gifts and talents that need to be nurtured. You require a healthy, supportive, and loving environment for you to grow and thrive as an individual. Now is the time to take care of your health, releasing emotions and examining your own energy and how it interacts with others. Use the element of water to unlock your energy fields and create a smooth flow of Kundalini for personal healing and growth. Okay, a smooth flow of that Kundalini energy for personal healing and growth. Find your own sacred song. Call to others who share your passions and interests, where you can support and renew your inner fire. The shadow aspects: stagnation, untidy, hoarding. The sacred crystal, black, obsidian. The angel assistance is Archangel Ariel, clear focus, mental clarity, shedding. Not shedding, shielding negativity. We should be able, when I told you about that exercise of pushing down, I said there's nothing that's toxic that can actually reside within my vessel. It's a vessel, guys. I'm energy. I'm source energy. So, okay. So shielding negativity. The affirmation. I sing the beautiful sacred song of my heart, clear and loud for all to hear. Love, love, love. Love it. Should we end with a journey of love? I like these messages. I like the little poems. I quite like poetry, okay? Any of you quite talented poets out there? Fancy putting together a book? I'm going to end with a journey of love. Thank you for joining me this evening. Are you saying I should kiss a frog? Yeah, what's it? The Princess and the Frog, isn't it? That went a bit dark. What happened then? I was actually thinking about isn't that why he was turned into a frog? Was he like too vain? Okay. And the princess fell in love with him as being a frog. And then that's no different than how you use like excuse me. Is that just I thought it was something. I think it's a light. Hiccups again. When I tell you to love what you dislike about yourself. So when like she loved the frog and then he transformed into what, she did truly desire, obviously a human, not a frog. And that's, but she actually loved the frog. So when you love the things that you view as being ugly, especially when it's about yourself, it all just changes. Good for the frog, for his perseverance with the princess. There you go. He become a prince. Handsome one at that. Right, let me oh look, Galgo's already explained it in the sentence before. Temple toad. Look, you're being a bit of a toad now, aren't you? Are you saying I should kiss a frog? I might be saying that someone should be kissing you, Carol. You're the one with temple toad, and I'm talking about our vessel. That's our temple. Oh, okay. So what did Galgo say? The frog become the prince. The divine feminine sees a king. Or at least I do. No, we all do. We see the king through the frog. Little toad. I licked a toad once in Mexico. Did you, Carol? Why's my mind going to other things that you may have licked? Let's not go there. Lollipop, lollipop, oh, lolly, 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 lollipop. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, it's 13303. I see the frog and the toad. Same thing, really, aren't they? I've got the Journey of Love card, and then I'm going to go, guys. 1 hour, 33 minutes. Okay, look. Now I do think that I'm psychic. I don't know why. It's like we're waiting for that to go on to 13333. That'd be unity consciousness then. Christ consciousness with now. What we got? Shifting universes. Do we have this? Oh, let's just read it. Card number 7. We did have it the other day. Okay, and the poem's called The Dream. But I'm impatient. I want to get to the poem. Nice. It's a nice note to go to bed on. I had a dream, a song to sing. That's just poetry, isn't it? Okay. Shifting universes. You are blessed with an opportunity to change gears, to change your life, to jump on the fast train. You are invited to fling yourself off the repetitive treadmill way of life and into a dance through nature, to be utterly confused and delighted, to accept the way of divine trust even with its chaos, the instability that precedes all genuine creativity. My lips are so dry. So here it is, your get out of jail free card. your opportunity to make a mess and find what you didn't know you were looking for. You are being nudged. If you wish, let yourself go down that strange path opening up before you without knowing what it is, even as you take your next step. Your universe is shifting and stranger, more beautiful worlds beckon. Why not go where you haven't been before? You'll find yourself there and realize you are more than what you once thought you were. This oracle has a message for you. If you are thinking of changing location, jobs, houses, or attitudes, trying something new, especially if it is unusual for you, then the universe is supporting you. Now is the time to accept what you didn't expect. Right, let's finish up, read these comments, and I'll finish on this dream. That's why I'm Temple Toad, because you lick the toad. Okay. Oh, that's how you got your name, Moon Cookie says. T-Rose, thank you so much. Blessings in abundance. Mum enjoyed you again today. That's awesome. It's also awesome to be enjoyed, isn't it? Chart consciousness. Chart your consciousness. Are you in alignment with Christ consciousness? That was just a little reminder there from Mrs. Toad over there. Okay, Mrs. Toad Licker. Someone like I was calling you a toad licker. Christ consciousness in Mexico. Moon Cookie, my grandmother named me Moon Cookie. My face was round like the moon. That's all I'll ever call you, Moon Cookie. Even when we was chatting the other day, I'm very aware that you have a name. It's Moon Cookie. I call T Rose as well, and I'm speaking to her T. I don't actually call you, but I call Carol. But then I call Carol here, don't I? Yeah. All right, Toad. If I got on a video, you're right there, you little toad licker. I can have some fun with this one now. Like I've fun with you, Moon Cookie, about your... Been chatting to any cats lately? I love you all dearly. Oh. Okay, right. My grandmother called me Sky Dancer, my last name. Brilliant. Sky Dancing Toad Licker. Look at the company I'm keeping. I love you all dearly. Right. I am going to read this poem. And we're going to get off. And I'm going to go to bed. We're 100% charged. That's how we like it. That's the way. I like it. No coffee, though. I'm not too over keen on that one. But let's focus on the dream. The taste and touch of you within. Thoughts linger on a sweet caress. You come to me, no sounds distract the night's embrace of innocence. The artist's brush across my lips, the palette rich in colours deep, to flow with feelings now renewed and blend as one in breath and hue. Entwined, our bodies bathe in love and weep with longing's slow release. Emotion's song and soft refrain awaken dreams that never cease. Card number 31. And that 31, I believe in this book, could be actually Christ consciousness. I don't know. Am I making it up? Well, let's have a look just for the amusement of it. Card number 31. Oh, it's the Christ flame. Just in case you kind of wanted to have a look at that. I've got some cherry Coca-Cola. You're in for an amazing surprise. Cherry Coca-Cola, cherry Coke. What's that little spot? I think it's a reflection off of my grey hair. I think that's my hair, but all I can see is like this. Oh, it's like little baby hair. Are we done? Your nickname is Giggles? Okay. I think we're done. Oh, my inspired me, Temple Toad, to write. She's not even saying Toad now, Temple Road. You're the Temple Road now, Carol. Look, they're all following you. To write a poem about dancing toad. Do it and then share it. And Let's get it started up. Let's get it started in here. Okay. Gal Gal's on a poetry quest. Do it. Okay, I'm going. We're all good, aren't we? We are all good. Too cute. Kawaii. Okay, I'm going. I love you all. I'll catch you. Oh, board meeting tomorrow. That's going to be interesting. I'll see you guys in the premiere. Not sure what time. I mean, last night's live, I said, I'll see you in the morning. I was nowhere near even to go this morning. There was snow and it was just a real nice energy to not rushing. So, are you going to go and dance? Okay. Thumbs up. Thank you, Lucy. See you all tomorrow. See you all tomorrow. Okay. I love you all. I'm going. Good night. Sweet dreams. Safe travels. Take care. Bye for now, guys.